So let's walk and talk. Trying to get back into walking. I know I've made a couple of videos about getting back on the horse and trying to get back in shape, and I just haven't done well. I feel like I'm making the same video over and over again, that I keep starting and stopping again like I did before I lost all that weight. So I've got to lock back in. But I'm gonna try to do, I did a 72-hour fast last month, and I'm gonna try to do a 100-hour fast for that, which I haven't done yet, and hopefully get started, almost slipped and fell, golly. Get started back on getting disciplined. I was doing real good for like 8 months. You know, I lost 60-something pounds, and I wasn't eating anything that had sugar in it. No carbs. Basically, I wasn't eating no pasta, no rice, anything like that. And I kind of learned during that process that sugar is kind of poison. And I probably, since I fell off the wagon and started not dieting again and being undisciplined, I've been eating more sweet stuff in the last few months than I did previously when I had completely stopped. So anyway, I've got to get back in that mode, and I know that some of that is mindset. And I said that before, that I had started diets before, but when I finally made up my mind to do it, I did it. I changed my mindset and I did it. And I was doing so good, I was losing so much weight, and I felt better. And at the time, I was like, I'm never going back. I'm never gonna eat a bunch of sweets or pasta or anything like that. I was gonna stay active, and I haven't been completely inactive. I go to the gym a couple times a week. I do walk some, but I was walking every day and dieting real hard. So I gotta get back on that wagon. I never really reached my goal. I wanted to get down to 200. I wanted to be between 200 and 210. And I wanted it to be where I did cheat on my diet a little, that 220 would be my high weight. And I'm probably in the 230s right now. So yeah, I gotta stay on it and do better. And I know I've made this video before, but yeah, gotta get refocused and get determined again like I was before. I was doing good before, and part of it, I know I've said this before too, but part of it is knowing I can do it has given me an excuse to not do it. So I keep telling myself, all I gotta do is lock in and I can get it done. And then that's become my excuse not to do it. So I gotta get past that and get my mind right. Because that's really what it takes. There's no real secret sauce to it. It's just getting determined to do it. And I have learned, whatever you measure, you will improve on if you measure it consistently. So I don't even know what I weigh right now, just because I hadn't been checking. Don't want to know, kind of. But anyway, that's kind of what's going on now. And other stuff going on. We're trying to really downsize at our house, and we're going to stop doing the farm thing for the most part, and we got to get rid of a lot of stuff. We're going to probably sell our place. We're not 100% on that yet, but we're pretty close. And in order to do that, we've got a lot of stuff to get rid of. And we took, probably a couple months ago, You know, we literally touched everything we own, went through every tote, reorganized, threw stuff away, but really didn't throw enough away. Still got a lot of stuff, and we've got to get radical about it. And like I said, we did pretty good. We did, but we got to do better. And there's a bunch of flies and mosquitoes out here this morning. Anyway, so that's kind of what we're working on. Even if we don't sell our place and move, which we're leaning towards that, but even if we don't, downsizing and decluttering is something we're kind of committed to right now. So we're working on that, and we want to get to a place where we can truly travel. And I got about 4.5 years before I can retire, and we're gonna hit the road at that point. So we're trying to set things up to where when I do retire, that we can get the camper and just go all over the country and see everything. And I'm committed to that. I've always wanted to do that, and thankfully Carrie likes the camping thing too. I think we like it for different reasons. I like to go see things, and she gets to relax a little bit. She likes to crochet and cook, which is stuff she can do real easy in the camper, and she enjoys it too. So we both enjoy it. So I think you know, we always have seasons in our life, and the last 3.5 years or so we've been kind of getting into the small farm thing, and we learned a lot, and just don't want to do it no more. So like I told her, if we ever stop traveling, once we get too old to do that, you know, we'll settle somewhere, and if we want to get chickens and pigs and things like that, at that point we can do it again. We know what we're doing now a little bit. So yeah, but traveling has always been something that I have traveled. I was in the military for 22 years, and it's always one of those, I've always just naturally have always enjoyed anywhere I was ever at. And I don't think everybody has that. I mean, I was stationed at Fort Polk, Louisiana, and people call Fort Polk the armpit of the Army because everybody hates it out there, but I loved it. You know, I went and saw the alligators and all that stuff, and I loved it when I was there. And everywhere I've been, it's been that way for me. I've always loved everywhere I've lived, and I've lived in a lot of places now, all over the world. And my wife kind of shares that too. Every time we're going to go camping somewhere, every time we're driving through somewhere new, you know, she's like, man, this would be a nice place to live, wouldn't it? She feels like, I mean, I feel that way too. We can't live everywhere, obviously, but I think she kind of has that inside her too, like enjoying where she's at. So anyway, the plan is to travel and get some, I want to see everything. I want to see the largest rocking chair in the world. I want to see Rushmore. I want to see everything. And plan on just getting on the road and go where the wind takes us. And we just signed up for they said it's not a timeshare, but it kind of is, with a camp resort. And they got several resorts throughout the country, mostly here in the South, but they've got other ones that provide discounts. But it's kind of like a timeshare, but I guess you can opt out after 10 years. But we went ahead and signed up and bought into it, and I think it's pretty good. With some of the premium places, we can go and stay for 21 days for free, and we only have to have a 7-day break. We can stay 21 more days. So, and I got it figured that it's gonna take. We gotta stay in. If an average campground is $65 a night, which is about what it is, I think, then we need to stay 200 nights in order to break even. And that's on buying the membership, and then there's an annual maintenance fee, and we gotta stay about 10 days a year to cover that. So that comes out to, if 10 years, we need to stay 300 nights to break even. So in 10 years. So I think that's not gonna be a problem. I think, what does that come out? It comes out to 30 a year. And at some point we will be close to full time, and we'll be all over the place and staying in these select. We'll be staying in other places too. We'll have to, because they don't have places in there everywhere we're gonna want to go. But yeah. So once we get over 300 in 10 years, then we are basically staying for free after that. So what we paid plus the annual, well, we have to do 10 a year, more than 10 a year after that. So that would cover the cost. So it will make it all worth it. And then 21 days at a time with no bills. I mean, say when you pay it, when it's paid off and we're not having to pay anymore, 21 days a year, and then you can go, you have to leave for 7 days and then come back for 21 more days. So you could really, it could really be beneficial. But I think what they bank on people not staying as much as they say they are, which happens. So I'm determined for that not to happen. We're gonna do the well over in the next 10 years. Should be 1,000 days, should be more than that. So, and it's almost like a retirement community, because some of these places people can stay at a lot. Some of the places that are close to them, they stay 21 days, leave for 7, and come right back. God, yellow fly got me. So anyway, I think it's a good deal. We're gonna see. And we got yellow flies out here. I thought that's what they were. Anyway, so that's kind of what's going on in our life right now. But damn. Yep. There's yellow flies all over. I'm gonna go ahead and get off here. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and remember, it's not over until I win. Thanks for watching.